Hello everybody, Average Game here, and welcome to another Mod Spotlight, and this time it's in Hearts of Iron 4. Forewarning, a lot of Mod Spotlights are going to be coming in Hearts of Iron 4 over the next little bit, mainly because I'm playing the shit out of this game. While I've been sick, I have been playing this game like crazy. I love it. I love the drawing of plans and multi-pronged attacks for armies and army groups and things like this. I'm loving it. I'm loving the planning phase. I plan my invasions now like 3 years in advance. At the beginning of the game, my plans of the thrusts through Luxembourg and Belgium, the faulty or fake offensive move towards the French border. My feint to the far east, like into the Netherlands first, where the units, do this big push up through, the top sections here of the Netherlands, and the computer, starts bringing troops up, and then all of a sudden this big feint and this huge push into Paris. I'm really loving this game a lot. So with that, there's some things I wanted to use to spice up the game a little bit. So the first mod I'm going to talk about today is something that makes the game, in my eyes, way better, and it's just cosmetic. And that is all units rescaled by the Lord of War. Basically what it does is it makes all the units on the map smaller. You no longer do you have aircraft carriers the size of Denmark, or battleships the size of Denmark cutting across Denmark itself. No longer do you have these massive Heiko 111 bombers, or B-52 or B-29 bombers, and B-52s the size of southern London flying across your map while you're trying to plan something, and kind of jarring you a little bit. No longer do you see these massive amounts of aircraft flying across the screen that are just too fucking big and just annoying as shit. Well, now the Lord of War has rescaled everything to a more respectful size. So as you can see, the aircraft here, nice and small. They're not annoying. They're small enough that you know what they're doing, but they're also big enough that you know kind of what they are and what's going on. I like that. I like that, just that little bit of simple feedback from them. The units themselves, as you can see, have been shortened and smalled up a little bit. Tanks as well. They're no longer the size of some small provinces. I'm going to cough. I apologize. Still a little sick, so I'm going to apologize a little bit there. In conjunction with that, though, a couple fixes I would like to see with this, if you would please. Make the guys a little short. I would prefer if the guys were just a little shorter. I can't zoom in any further, but maybe to kind of mid-chest level, so they're tall. They're a lot shorter. Tanks, perfect size. Even if people could be just a little bit bigger, like a little bit bigger than, like, even if they're where the belt is. If that was the size of a guy, I'd have no problem with that. Armor, I love the size of the armor. I love the size of the bigger tanks, the heavier tanks. Though I would like this to be the size of, say, the larger tanks. So like your Elephant, your Stungerschutz. They're not your Stungerschutz. Fucking Stungerschutz is tiny as shit. But your King Tigers, your Panthers, your Coinsteigers, your Mouse, your E50s. I would like those to be the largest models, so like this big, and then have the smaller tanks smaller. Just so you know, it's a small tank, right? It's a light tank. It's going to be small. That I would like to see. One thing that I want them to add to the game, obviously, is infantry fighting vehicles. There was like the Puma and the Leich and things like that. For the German side, your scout cars, so like your Greyhound, your M8 Greyhound for the Americans, your Breen carrier for the British, things like that. I would like to see that, but that's something I'll put together different. But yeah, so makes the units a lot smaller. In my eyes, it cleans up the UI quite a bit, because 9 times out of 10, you're not clicking the unit anyways. Like, I like how the fact that I can just click the units that I want real quick, no big deal. To be 100% honest with you, I never, ever, ever click on the troops anyways. So That's really never affected me in any sort of way whatsoever. But yeah, the other thing, the constructive criticism, as I said, I would like to see the guys a little smaller, and the tanks more size proportionate. So like the Coins Tiger, the turtle, all those tanks, the big honking tanks, be this size or just a slight bit bigger, and then the light tanks, so like your Leopard and your Panzer 1, your Panzer 2, and I think the Panzer 3 is a medium if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So your Panzer 1s, 2s, and Leopards are small tanks. Have them small. While having your Panzer 3s and 4s, and your Panthers, the medium-sized ones, and then obviously have these ones, a little bit bigger. I like it though. I will admit, I love this mod. I can't say so. Yeah, Lord of War. If you ever watch this video, this is the best mod. This is the number one mod that I say is a must-have in this game. Cleans up the UI. These massive units moving all over the place. These aircraft carriers, battleships, and aircraft itself fucking flying all over and annoying the shit out of you. I was kind of getting annoyed to the point where I was playing games almost zoomed out, like to about this level here, where you wouldn't see the icons really moving around. I mean, you can see the aircraft a little bit, which is perfect. In my eyes, this is perfect. Right here, this level. Because you can click a unit, and it's no big deal, right? You can see the aircraft moving around right there. Right there. It's perfect. Perfect. And the next one, we're going to be looking at a couple other UI changes, things like that, things that will make things just a little bit better. But until then, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.